Hi everybody, I'm Ryan. Today we're going to look at Grixis Affinity in Pauper. Now this is the premier mid-range deck and maybe the most versatile deck in Pauper, while also still doing some unfair stuff. So let's check out card choices and how to play the deck. So first off, it's an affinity deck, and since artifact lands are all legal, we are playing all artifact lands, 0 basics, because that turns on affinity and turns on a lot of our other synergies. We're playing Blood Fountain. Blood Fountain allows us to put 2 artifacts onto the battlefield very quickly, and then in very long games allows us to return creatures to our hand, which we often can just play for free. Not only does it give us more aggressive starts, but it lets us go way more aggro. Playing 4 Galvanic Blasts in this deck, it almost always hits for 4 damage, so 1 mana 4 damage, it's hard not to play. It is our primary removal spell in this deck. Playing 1 Karkland Shaman. Karkland Shaman is just kind of like a main deck sideboard card. You know, it's solid against Kogate, really good against Boggles, really good against Mono Red, which Mono Red is a iffy matchup anyway. And so allows us to have something in the main deck to deal with that. Also, like, a big thing about Karkland Shaman is when you're playing that card, remember that you can maintain priorities to sacrifice a bunch of artifacts, because this will die when you activate its ability or when its ability resolves. So you can maintain priority, activate its ability a bunch, and be able to wipe the board. And you'll always have plenty of artifacts to sacrifice to Karkland Shaman, and some that you'll want to sacrifice to Karkland Shaman, like Ichor Wellspring. Or even Chromatic Star, which is a 1 mana artifact that we don't mind sacking because when it's put into the graveyard, we get to draw a card, and it can filter mana if mana's bad, but I actually rarely filter mana with this card. We're playing 4 Deadly Dispute and 3 Reckoner's Bargain pretty much as the same card. We get to sacrifice an artifact, draw 2 cards, and 1 gets to create a treasure and 1 gains life sometimes. You know, comparing these with things like Chromatic Star, Ichor Wellspring just becomes 2 mana, draw 3. So we get to filter through our deck and cash in on our artifacts as much as possible. Makeshift Munitions is yet another way to cash in on us having a ton of artifacts. Not only can it be a removal spell in our deck, but also we can sacrifice artifacts and just like finish off our opponent really easily. Ichor Wellspring is kind of like a Chromatic Star, just, you know, 1 more mana and slightly better. You know, it cantrips when it enters the battlefield, and then we can combo it with, you know, Reckoner's Bargain / Deadly Dispute. We can combo it with Makeshift Munitions. It can just be an artifact on the battlefield for like Metallic Rebuke or Frogmite, and it's just really solid to just be an artifact or to sacrifice. Kenku Artificer is just another way to like cash in on your artifacts. It's 2 creatures for the price of 1, and 1 of them is flying. It's just really, really solid. Metallic Rebuke is our counterspell of choice, often turns into a 1 mana leak, because we always have enough artifacts on the battlefield. Frogmite and Mirror Enforcer kind of go into the same category, I think. Often we are playing these cards for free or very, very cheap. Just a 2/2 for free as early as turn 2 if we play a turn 1 Blood Fountain. And Mirror Enforcer as 4/4 for free as early as turn 3 is just obscene. Thoughtcast is 1 mana, draw 2 cards in this deck. We are rarely playing more than 1 mana for Thoughtcast, so we get to filter through our deck. And then Gourmet Gangler is just a 1 mana 5/5. Because we're putting so many artifacts in our graveyard, often we can capitalize on Gourmet Gangler pretty easily. So basically we're just drawing a ton of cards, playing cheap things for free, and just like cashing in on these artifact synergies. And we can go super, super long with cards like Blood Fountain. We can stop what our opponents are doing with cards like Metallic Rebuke, and we can go over the top with Kenku Artificer. And as far as our sideboard goes, we have Hydroblast, mostly for Mono Red. Not really much to explain there. Negate for these counterspell matchups and whatnot. Chainer's Edict, we're mostly there for Boggles, but also when we need a little bit extra removal when they aren't going super wide. Gorilla Shaman is a lot for the mirror match. If they don't hit their indestructible lands, being able to take out Great Furnace, Vault of Whispers, or be able to snipe these artifacts is super, super powerful. Karkland Shaman, again, Boggles, Mono Red, anything that goes wide to go up to 2 in our deck is really solid. Power Blast for blue matchups, obviously, and then Nihil Spellbond for things like Kogate or the blue-black tempo deck. The deck's really fun to play and very, very good and very versatile. Has a ton of agency, so the success of the deck really heavily depends on the pilot. There you have Grixis Affinity in Pauper. If you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Check me out on social medias. Links are above me and in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.